What is up, everyone? My name is Carlos, aka C. Welcome to the C Talks channel. If you're new, hey, stop what you're doing right now. Hey, you with the fork. Let go of the fork. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's talk. The topic of today's video is boredom. Boredom is something that younger generations just do not understand. They've never been bored like us older generations have. I'm a 38-year-old millennial, and I vividly remember the 90s growing up in New York City in an apartment with my immigrant parents, and I felt boredom a ton. Boredom is the following. There's nothing to watch on TV. Every single movie that they play on the channels you've seen. There's nothing to watch. There's nothing to do. So you're just sitting there with yourself. And you have to come up with ideas, do something, draw, write a story. Creativity, I personally feel like, stems from boredom. Imagination is a product of boredom. We older generations, I truly struggle with connecting with Gen Z and Gen Alpha because I just find that, and it's not all of them, so I don't want to generalize, but a lot of them just don't even have an imagination. They're not creative. They're not witty. They can't tell a joke. They can't go back and forth and tit for tat, joke around, crack a joke. They'd never had the opportunity to develop an imagination. We millennials had to dress up, make a house out of chairs and a table and put a sheet over it. I did stuff like that as a kid. We had toys. You gave your toys names and you played with your toys and you had to come up with a story. Yeah, this is Jack, the military guy, and this is Tom, the firefighter, and they're going off to save somebody who's in trouble. Like, you had to come up with all these ideas and all these stories in your head, which helped develop an imagination, helped develop creativity. None of that would have been possible without boredom. Let's talk a little more because I think of just how crazy the 90s were. We were free range kids. I remember that when I left the house and I wasn't with my mom or my dad, I was unsupervised. I was free range. Anything could have happened to me in New York City. I could have gotten, and this is a bit dark and morbid, so get ready. I could have gotten kidnapped, beat up. I could have gotten lost. That was the thing, right? I'm talking about boredom, but just to sidetrack a little bit, people went missing. I remember, I don't know if they still do it, the missing kids on the milk carton. That was a thing. People went missing. Let's go back to boredom. Sorry, people that went missing. Maybe I shouldn't have gone there, but we went there. Boredom was a thing. It existed. It didn't feel that good either. Boredom it was a feeling of, what do I do now in my life? I don't have anything to distract me. I'm just here. I'm existing. And sometimes you didn't know what to do, so you just sat there bored. And you would say, I'm bored. I'm bored. And I have nothing to do. Boredom. Fast forward to 2026 in the insane apocalyptic world that we live in, where every single minute of everybody's life is accounted for. You can't be bored. If you're bored, what do? You grab your phone watch a bunch of videos. You play a game, you can deal with it. You do a bunch, there's a bunch of crap. Like most, I think a lot of people deal with boredom in the incorrect way or manner. You got to deal with it and just feel the boredom. Don't reach for the, and I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes I subconsciously just reach for the computer and start YouTubing random like I think we've lost the capacity to sit still and not always just want to be stimulated by something. We didn't have that before. You couldn't, man, I'm thinking of like what did I do when I was bored? Well, I haven't made any videos about this yet, but you guys are going to find out soon those the 3 people that watch me. Hi mom. I joke I joke about the fact that nobody watches this channel. Yeah, like YouTube sucks. The algorithm sucks. Nobody watches this channel. So to the 3 people that watch this channel, I used to rap when I was younger. I could still maybe spit some bars and rap a little bit, but I'm going to upload a couple of videos of me rapping in the future, just so you guys can kind of figure out or just hear me rap. Because I'm not bad. I'm decent. Haven't done it in a while, but I used to be pretty good, a pretty good rapper. I got nobody knows who I am in the rap world, by the way. But whatever. Maybe I'll speak it into existence. Anyways, I rapped. I wrote rhymes. Rhyme writing was super cool because I liked finding the patterns in words that rhyme. And I went with it. And then I developed that and I just got to rhyme cooler, more longer phrases and that's multi-syllable rhyming. But that's another story. But as a result of boredom and maybe growing up in the 90s where we didn't have all these distractions, I learned how to rap and I started writing rhymes. I read a really young age. Started to write rhymes and lyrics and things. So I wrote. I also wrote stories. I just thought of this. We had. I went to a Catholic school. I joke. I went to a Catholic school, and that's why I'm not the biggest believer. But that's besides the point. I remember in Catholic school, they made us write on our big. Remember story writing? They made us write. They made us write stories. You had to sit in front of a computer and write a story. Like, okay, come up with a story idea and just you type it on this big brick of a freaking computer that was like a block. It's like it was a huge block, and you'd have to write a story. That's what the 90s were like. And you're there, like, okay, and now what sort of arc do I want this story to take? And you had to write a story. We wrote stories. We played a ton. We played games. We went outside. We tried to deal with the boredom. Now, and I think it's scary because, and I'm trying to be a better person about it as an older adult. Boredom is necessary. Silence in your life is necessary. So I think that everybody needs to have just moments where you're not stimulated, you're not doing something, you're kind of just there with you. Be okay with sitting with silence and sitting with who you are. Don't feel like you always have to search for something, reach for something, feel boredom again. The older I get, the more analog I'm becoming because I think analog things and minimalism introduces more pauses and more boredom into your life. And we need silence. As a human race, I know in America's a mess right now. We need more silence in between the frantic pace of life. We need to take it slower. We shouldn't just be going from one thing to another, to another, to another all day long. I want to try to feel bored again. I hope maybe you do too because you watched this video. All right. I ranted. This is my video of the week. To the three people that watch me, hi, all 3 of you. Yeah, I'll be back next week with another video. If you liked watching this video, hey, here's another video at the on the screen that you can watch. Yeah. I'll wrap the video up. Goodbye, everybody. Ciao.